Alrighty, we're about 3 minutes away from landing and we're slowing down. I'm going to go to flaps 1 now.
Flap 1000 AGL.
Flap, check. 1, 7, running, 6, 8, peak. Flap 1 set.
Let's just go ahead and slow down to, I'm going to say 173 knots. We'll put in more flaps. Go ahead and go to flaps 5.
Flap 5.
Flaps 5, running.
And I'll disengage the autopilot once we start down the glide slope and show you how to land manually.
Flap 5 set.
And let's go ahead and go to flaps 15.
Flap 15.
Flap 15.
And we're only 6 miles away, so actually let's just so we make sure we're in a good position here speed-wise. And since we're intercepting the glide slope now, I'm going to go to flaps 20 and really slow us down.
Gear down. Flap 20. Landing checks, please.
Gear down. Flap 20. Running. Flap 20 set. Speed brake. Glide slope capture. Altimeters.
2, 9er, 5, 2, set, and cross check.
Landing gear.
We've been cleared to land. Landing gear's down.
Down.
Locked. 3 greens.
Flaps.
Flaps 20 set. Flap 30 will complete the checklist.
Cabin crew.
Warned. Flap 30, please.
Okay, we're going to flaps
Flap
30.
30. Running.
And we're our final landing speed is going to be 133. And as I said, the objective is to keep these diamonds centered.
Landing checklist complete.
The glide slope and the localizer. We're now at 1100 feet AGL. I'm going to disengage the autopilot, which means now I'm flying the aircraft. And I might as well just disengage auto throttle as well, which means I'm controlling the thrust manually now. Okay, so just like a general aviation aircraft, we want to use pitch to control our speed. So if we're too fast, then we just pitch the nose up, and altitude wise we want to use the thrust. And right now I'm actually too slow, so I'm going to point the nose down and speed up, and that will probably also fix my the fact that I'm too high on the glide slope. Looks like we're back on track now. The PAPI there is, you can see the white and red lights on the left side of the runway. White, we want 2 white lights and 2 red lights, so
400.
That means that I'm a little bit above glide right now. I'm going to pull back on the thrust a bit. Okay, now it looks like we're on track. And what we want to do is once we get to about 30 feet, we're going to flare and then
100 above.
Idle the engines. So
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Decide.
Land. No reverse.
He said no reverse, but I'm going to throw in the thrust reversers here. And we're going to decelerate through 60 knots. And then we can do manual braking.
Manual braking.
60 knots.
Delta 557, turn next taxiway.
Okay, let's look for a good taxiway. I think this one over here looks good. So we're just going to coast until we hit that one. And then exit the runway. Turn off our landing lights. Turn on our nose wheel light. And we're still on the tower frequency right now, but we'll probably be asked to turn to ground.
91.451 is 8 miles southeast.
Okay, so we want to get off the runway as quickly as possible. I think we're officially off now. I think our tail is cleared. They're telling us to contact ground, so I'm just going to keep on taxiing, but also acknowledge the ground handoff and go to ground. And then let's see if we can get a gate assignment here. Taxi gate.
Delta 557, request taxi to the gate. Delta 557, taxi to gate 14, using taxiway Juliet Foxtrot Alpha.
Okay, I'm going to acknowledge the clearance, turn on progressive taxi. And I don't think there's any reason for us to do the full taxi. Basically, the procedure would be to taxi just as we did back at LAX for takeoff, except now we're going to taxi to the gate. When we get to the gate, we would turn off our landing light, our nose wheel light as we made our final turn to the jetway, and we'd center ourselves on the line, pull up to the jetway, and then basically turn off our engines by cutting the fuel control and perform an after engine cutoff checklist and turn over the aircraft to maintenance, and it would then be prepped, refueled for the next flight. I think in our next video we'll just review the landing with an exterior camera view and do a quick debrief, and then I think we'll be done.